Welcome to Goofcast 98.
You were struggling on that one. I heard it. 98.
98. I'm Travis.
I'm Shelly.
I'm Raymond. And Nick's over somewhere else.
Nick has to
Hi.
he has to commit
The FPS
political
Russia.
espionage.
He didn't even press play.
God damn it. Jelly, is this your last time on the podcast for a while?
You make it sound like I was leaving.
So can we call this Shelly is leaving
No.
and then dot for now?
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shelly's going to the Galapagos Islands.
Yeah, she's gonna go study
Yeah.
the turtles there.
I mean, ever since she changed into a biology major.
Yeah, she's really taking strides in oceanography and turtle reproduction systems.
Repeat after me. Mitochondria
Mitochondria
is the powerhouse of the
is
cell.
the powerhouse of the cell.
Isn't that right, Shelly?
She would know.
I don't know.
No. Oh. But anyways, before we even get going here, go register to vote if you are not registered to vote. I'm gonna start saying that at the start of every podcast.
I mean, yeah, you
Yep.
should.
because
It's very important right now.
We gotta get them out of here. That's my campaign slogan for
Yep.
2020s. We gotta get them out of here.
But it's like also too, it's like if you're gonna do mail-in voting, do that as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Because you don't want any funny business.
Oh,
Get your
there
vote
will
in, it
be
counts.
funny business.
Yeah.
Be sure of it.
It's already been funny business.
The last 4 years has been funny business.
Yeah.
And now it's just funny man business.
So can we talk about good stuff?
Yes,
Travis won in Fall Guys in his first 2 hours of playing.
I did.
And
I'm
it's
very proud of it.
unfair.
Why is it unfair?
Because I should have won in my first 2 hours.
I was so concentrated.
Yeah, I know. I heard you kicking and screaming.
Yeah.
Exactly, dude. You gotta kick and scream.
Just
You
real
gotta-
sidetrack.
And yelling at
Kicking
Ryan.
and screaming with Dylan and Cole Sprouse.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you
Okay.
seen it?
No, I'm not.
Have you seen it?
It's with Will Ferrell, right?
I honestly don't know. I just know-
I don't really like Will Ferrell.
He looks so old now. It's crazy.
Well, yeah.
I know he's old, but like he aged quick in 10 years.
He's
But it was like a lot. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I mean, Elf is older than 10 years, but like
Yeah.
I imagine him in Elf, and then I imagine him now. I'm like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's like you imagine like Ricky Bobby. and
Yeah,
fucking,
like that era.
Step Brothers.
But I guess I forgot how long ago that was.
Yeah, I guess that was quite a
Yeah, because
quite a while ago.
I saw him recently, and I'm like, man, he looks really old. I mean,
Yeah.
his age, but kind of hit me how old he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I won Fall Guys, and I'm looking forward to getting another dub tonight.
So why is it called dub? Why is winning getting a dub?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't even know why.
I mean, it like.
And I'm a
winning,
gamer.
You know, winning the word winning, and you take a W, a dub,
Oh.
W, dub.
Yeah, I know it started from Fortnite. It's all right.
No, it is Buffalo Wild Wings, I believe.
B dubs, but
B-dubs.
that's not winning wild.
B dub
Wings.
dub, and then the W being called dub is kind of weird.
But what about Double Dare?
But that doesn't have a W in it. It's
What is
just-
Double
that's
Dare
just
2000?
double. It's just D. D and O and U. Why is it called W anyways? It's not even U. It's
'cause it-
V's. It's double V's.
When you
love
write
being
it,
in the
no,
middle
when
of
you do
this.
lowercase, it's kind of.
No, it's not. It's still like that.
Do you do wavy? Maybe because of cursive, it used to be.
Who the fuck uses cursive in 2020?
Well, when that was there,
I feel like cursive is a
Cursive.
dead thing. Like no one actually does cursive anymore.
Yeah,
Like
I
unless
do.
you like specifically are like in calligraphy
and signatures.
or
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
My
Signatures.
no. If
No,
I tell
even
my
then.
technique, you can copy it.
I still know people who like just use print. Like they don't have a signature.
I thought you had to.
I don't
Well,
think
I guess
so.
it's any sort of thing that you do, right?
Yeah, it's just easier to copy.
Yeah, you have
Would
your own-
You stop looking at photo cards.
Sorry, somebody just messaged me.
Yeah, I did.
Come on, Shelly. Participate. We're not
Yeah,
even talking about video
participate.
games.
You guys are going off on your own thing.
Well, what do you think about the double U being called the double V?
I don't care.
Like, do you think the origin starts from DW, from Arthur?
From Arthur.
Arthur?
DW, don't touch that.
Who's
DW,
DW?
the sister.
Yeah, our sister.
The one that makes
My
Arthur
sister.
mad like all the time.
Oh, dude, I was thinking about Hey Arnold. I was on the wrong fucking
Is there anybody
series.
with the W in that?
I don't. Wesley.
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes.
Oh my god.
No.
Dude, I was fucking watching like SpongeBob clips the other night.
Yeah,
and
all
it
night.
was the Snake Eyes, and I just remembered Funny Muffler
Why?
and how many
Boo
times
Boo
you
Key.
and I would say Funny Muffler to each other.
We still say it like every
Yeah.
now and again. Like when we're playing
Yeah.
games, it comes out.
It's
Yeah.
true, it
Because
does.
it's like you start panicking, you don't know what to say, so Funny Muffler comes out.
Yeah. And right now it's Cheekies. Going to Cheekies.
I hate that one. It's always something new
What
from
is
that
that?
Minecon
The
video.
Minecon video when he's like, I love you guys, and he's like, well, I love you. There's more commitment here. You want to go out? He's like, yeah,
You like Cheekies?
like Cheekies.
Oh my god.
So like I heard Travis when I got home today just screaming, "We're going to Cheeky!"
That's what I screamed when I won, dude. When I won in Falling Friends.
No, it's Fling Guys.
Guys.
Yeah.
Sliding Bros.
See, isn't that one of those games you're just like, I'm not gonna play it, and then for some reason you're just like, I'm gonna play it.
I would never play that by myself.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you?
Like, that's like I have to be playing with like 3 friends. type of
Yeah.
game. That's like TTT almost.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You can't play
Yeah.
TTT by yourself unless you're very good at talking to yourself,
Yeah, dude.
and you have to kill yourself too. But
Yeah. I mean, even playing TTT with like 3 people is like rough.
it is rough because I mean, you don't have like it's only one or the other person, so only
Yeah.
2 people to investigate. It's not that fun.
Yeah.
Like
That's
when you
true.
at least like 5 people, I think.
Because it's like that moment where you're like, well, I know it's not me. So you just start killing everyone until you find
Yeah.
who it is.
Because it's like I have 50% chance to get them, so
Yeah.
just go for it. And also when the maps are so big, like that one Minecraft map where I was hiding from you, and I was like, at the end, I was like, I'm just gonna try to find Travis, and never found him.
Yeah. We were on completely different opposite sides of the map. I was mad you were hiding from me, though. It's just like, come on and fight me.
No, I'm hiding. I was taking the passive route.
He was. It's true.
But what do you call it? No, prop hunt doesn't work with only
Prop Hunt's
a
the most
small
boring
group of
fucking game
people.
in the world, dude.
Like it's just like you sit there and you're just like, something gonna happen.
No, you don't sit there. You have to like.
Yeah,
whenever
it's
I
fun
play
when
it,
you have
always
more
have to
people.
change and keep
I-
moving.
I do not like Prop Hunt. I'm not a fan.
I would like it if we had more people when we played.
It all
last time.
started with Halo 5's Prop Hunt. Ever since then, I knew I wouldn't like it.
I want to play Halo custom games again.
Me too, man. But Jason deleted it.
Yeah, I know. Because he has like 500 gigs on his hard drive and that's it. So that fills up with 2 games.
Well, with Call of Duty, yeah.
He doesn't even have it. Or did he download it
He
again?
downloaded it again.
That's why he deleted Halo.
That's exactly what.
I'm telling you that you can't escape Call of Duty.
No.
You always say you're done and then it comes back. Like I was
never-
done for so long and then I got Modern Warfare.
I never said I was done. 'cause
Yeah, you didn't, but I did.
I know how it is, man. Like, I've succumbed to that.
Like I know I'm not buying Cold War though. I refuse. I'll make that a $20 bet.
Well, of course, if you bet money on it,
Gosh.
you're going to do it.
Cause you know I'll do it.
That's
you know
like me with, like, Shelly and Nikki want me to listen to this group called 17.
Yeah,
And they're like dragging me for it. And so I'm like, I'm just not going to listen to it.
I think
just
that's
to
an
spite you at that
excuse.
Yeah, it's just
Because it's like
stupid
you're just not
excuse.
firm on your decision. You're like, oh, 20 bucks
Yeah.
easy. He's not gonna do it. So you know I'm probably not gonna do it. I'm not gonna buy it. And
I'm
also
gonna
because that word
convince
doesn't
you
interest
to.
me, but
Yeah, I have no idea what they're going to do.
so
with
also
that.
that too. I'm like, if it was a modern one, then it's more of a chance, and not like crazy advanced warfare kind of
Yeah.
weird stuff.
I don't know what that game's even going to be about, but I'm like,
Because there's only so much you can do with a time era that's old. Like,
not
no.
only that, but there wasn't a war. Like, it wasn't an actual war. It was just
It's
propaganda.
just tension, and that's
Yeah,
about it. I mean, I guess they make up some stuff.
I guess, but then
Um,
it's not real. What?
really quick, you didn't do the chores.
What chores?
Make sure to follow, subscribe.
Oh my god, I thought you were talking about house chores.
No, I was like, dude, I specifically remember mopping yesterday. Like, it's
Yeah,
so
no, I was
bad.
even like, Travis did do it for one.
What the fuck are you on about? I always do it.
You paid Nick to do it last time
Yeah, and then I got floors again somehow.
because
Oh,
you
what the
had
fuck
you
that
had the
was
double
about.
kill.
No, my double kill was a different one, and I paid him to do floors, which was my like actual one. Because my double kill was doing windows.
How did you get floors again?
Don't know, but I was really sad.
Oh, whatever.
But I did it. Oh yeah, whatever. Yeah, to you, whatever.
Hey, I did my chore the week before too.
Either way, we need to do the big clean around here.
And also, did you say the chores Shelly brought up?
Oh no, I have to do it. If she brought it up, she could do it.
No.
She's been around since April. She knows the deal.
Man.
If you don't get to do it, then you get mad.
Well,
That is true. I didn't do it my way.
Yeah.
it's not. You just have to name it all. It's
All right,
not
do
that
it.
hard. If you don't like watching the video podcast, look at our ugly mugs, which are very sweaty right now because it's like 98.
Ugly
degrees in here.
mugs.
You can go check us out on like all audio platforms. Got Spotify in there. We got Apple Music, Stitcher, Google Podcasts.
Stitcher.
We're all over the place.
Yep.
And YouTube.
Also, I'm trying to figure out if we can get videos on Spotify in the next coming months.
I'm trying to figure out if we can get a video on the fucking channel besides a podcast. Dude.
Yeah.
Seriously.
We've had a few in limbo.
Yeah, we have a lot. Our whole
Yeah.
lineup's in limbo right now. It's hurting my heart.
Yeah.
But yeah, and subscribe because it really, really helps morale around.
It'll make us do something.
Oh.
Yes, because I can't force them anymore.
At this point, that's a no.
Yeah, I don't even have the power to force them anymore. I'm just like, well, yeah, it's gonna get to the point where Shelly and I are gonna have to edit now.
I'm actually kind of excited to see that.
I didn't say it was gonna happen.
Okay, I just don't have an editing.
We'll give you one.
And we'll buy you a PC.
Yeah.
You can edit on a laptop.
My
Daddy,
clean
we can
PC.
do that. We can get that going.
But yeah, I won't be here. Are we even gonna film? When are we gonna film next week?
Yes.
Why?
Cool.
What day do you leave?
Wednesday at night. Around the time.
Yeah,
we
you probably
film.
won't be here next time. Yeah, because we have class until
Yeah.
So just don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So we'll probably have. Well, I mean, we'll have you come on Discord whenever you want to.
Yeah.
Well, the 100th episode is the
We'll
one
be
we're
on
gonna,
Discord.
Yeah, we're gonna be on Discord. We're
Yeah.
gonna do something a little special for that one.
So I won't be on next week, but the week
No.
after.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because you know. Do you want to explain what you're doing, or you want to keep it yourself?
Yeah, I'm pretty much just getting out of California.
In
I'm
weather
gonna-
that's way better too.
Yeah, I'm going up north to
Lucky.
hang out with family, so I just needed to get away.
And also kind of work, right?
Yeah,
Take
So-
me away.
Take me away.
A secret place.
literally.
I want to leave.
So yeah, I'll be.
I
with
just want
family.
good weather. Like I'm
Yeah.
jealous of the weather
Yeah,
for
let's see-
sure. Can you
let's
send
see.
it through your phone?
What
Can
are
you just go
talking
like,
What's it gonna be like 112 this week?
yeah,
Basically.
Yeah.
Let's see.
like it's
Yeah, like.
Oh my god,
It's
show
already-
off.
It's already
You
like in
show
the
off?
70s.
84,
Yeah.
dude. You're going to Vancouver?
Kentucky,
You're going to Kentucky?
No.
the Kentucky Derby.
You're going to Utah?
Ugh. No thanks.
I'll go to Utah. It's good weather.
That's true.
There's nothing to do there.
Yeah, there is. There's so much outdoor stuff to do there.
In
The
Utah?
Tetons are there.
What the fuck's a Teton?
Mountain range.
That sounds like a fucking creature in
If
Star
you like
Wars.
hiking and stuff, Utah's pretty nice.
Dude, The Mandalorian season 2.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Got
about that.
announced.
You saw that, right?
What?
I haven't finished the last like 2 or 3
All right,
episodes.
Travis, check this out. On the count of, but you left before I could count down.
Bye.
Travis, come back.
I don't know, like,
Hey.
like it's good, but I couldn't finish
It's
it.
good, but no, there's no but. It's fucking great.
I like
dude.
it. I mean, coming from someone that doesn't like Star Wars too much, I really like The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Because I
It's
really
awesome.
don't like the movies ever. Like none of the movies.
It really is should like that should be how this like Star
Because it
Wars
has
is
time to explain the story. I think the
Yeah.
universe is too big to be in
Yeah.
a few-hour movie.
Yeah,
Because then I feel like you have to cut through so many scenes so fast.
yeah.
So I feel like Star Wars should have always been a TV series. But I mean, of course, as a movie because of the way it started. But
But I will also say, if you're a Star Wars fan, you're excited about Mandalorian Part 2, you should also go and look at John Boyega's Twitter to read his like
Ooh.
statement
Yeah.
about how he was treated as a person of
Oh
color
my God,
actor.
yeah.
oh man,
Because a lot of people are speculating that Disney put out the release date of Mandalorian 2 to like cover that up because they were like he trashed him pretty good.
Ooh.
I mean,
Actually,
it's.
I haven't
I
seen
mean,
that.
even thinking about, I can't like who played Rose, how they just kind of
Yeah.
threw her off to the side. You don't matter anymore.
I know, and then like they gave her a role, like the lead role in their new animated movie,
Yeah.
but then it's still an animated movie. It's not.
It's not their big
not
title.
it's not a lead role in like a film.
But why?
Which I mean, like,
why'd they?
yeah.
Because wasn't the fan reception weird about her? Was it the fan side though?
Well, it was weird what they were trying to do
There you
because in
go.
the first movie they had like this like obvious like love interest
Yeah, they were
between
trying to do like a love triangle.
between
Yeah,
like
but they-
Rey and
Finn.
Finn.
Yeah, but then they threw it away.
And then out of nowhere they just threw it away, and then they brought her in, and it was like I actually liked their pairing way more than Finn and Rey.
Yeah.
I like Finn and Rey's like best friendship way better than
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you know. And so I was like, fuck yeah. And then they just like threw her away in the third.
Yeah, like I remember going and watching that. I was like,
I don't know.
did she do anything?
I kind of like I liked her character, but I was like, she's kind of pointless.
But that's
I
why it
liked
was
her
fun because I
character.
think it was a strong character with someone you
Yeah.
wouldn't really pay attention to.
Yeah.
And that's like they brought her in the moment where it's like Finn was like, nah, dude, like fuck this war, like fuck this
Yeah.
isn't important.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about me. Like he was being selfish in that moment,
Yeah.
and her character was there to be like, no, like
Yeah.
like we have to fight for a better future for
Yeah.
everyone.
That's true.
Like their little excursion to like that one planet, that was pointless.
yeah.
They did not need to do that.
I know. I was like, this is
But-
way too long. I was like, we don't need
But-
all of this.
Like honestly, like her little speech to him at like the escape pods, that was enough to
Yeah.
like get him back on the good
Yeah.
side. That whole excursion point was pointless.
I have
as
a
fuck.
question for you guys.
Right.
How would you guys feel if, okay, after they film Mandalorian, right?
Mhm.
What if they announced they're doing a retelling of the whole series as like an episode, like episode to episode? Like they take the first, what's the first Star Wars episode? What?
I mean, are you going like
Like the
chronologically?
very first one created,
That's
like
four.
film
Four.
4.
That's 4.
So what if they started, instead of going in all the weird order, they just start from episode 1 and they do a retelling episode by episode and extend it out and then have time to actually tell stories between what happened.
I mean, that would take years. To
Yeah.
But how would you feel about that though?
I mean, if they got the actors back.
Okay, what if they pick
mean-
like I guess the original trilogy and they did it for those only?
The original trilogy is fine. It doesn't need to be touched.
But you could
in
though.
my opinion.
But
Nah,
you could.
Honestly, I would rather them be touched because those movies are fucking.
I don't like
awful.
them. That's
well,
why.
yeah, because it was back in like the 70s.
No, I'm not.
But that's why
I'm
they
talking
could do it.
story wise.
Really?
But that's why they could do it.
4 and 6 are the same exact movie. There's a conflict and they blow up a Death Star.
Well, yeah. But then also the new trilogy is just like the original.
I
Yeah,
know, that's why
which
I like
is
the
why-
prequel's the
no,
best.
Which
they
is
should
why we're
redo the
saying-
new one, okay,
Yeah.
and just completely start over from there because
Or should we
that
say-
whole trilogy was stupid. I literally was like, I could have just watched the originals and gotten somewhere. But it's like, for me, I wish they could have done, like, in the new trilogy, I wish they could have gone with, like, Poe and Finn. Those were, like, their strongest characters, in my opinion.
I think Rey
Finn-
was the strongest
yeah.
until the 8th movie when you find out she's a Palpatine. Spoiler alert.
I mean,
Oops.
Rey-
No one really cares.
Rey was stupid. She's the dumbest character ever created.
And she
She's too perfect. She knows how to do everything. She like has no stress doing anything. She's the chosen one that everybody looks at.
she's got stress. She's got a lot of
She's
stress.
too perfect. Talk to Moline about this.
Is he like
he
the
will
same
go
thing
off,
as you?
yeah, because he's the one that changed my mind about.
But I'm like,
Rey.
coming to me, I'm like, you'd have to talk a lot because I don't like any of them
No,
really
yeah.
that much.
Like,
but
literally, Rey is like the dumbest character. She's too perfect.
I'd have to watch them again because I'm like, I guess couldn't you really say that for a lot of the characters that in
No.
anything? Could you?
Well,
I really just don't like Rey because it was.
Because I mean,
I liked Rey
She's just too
as
perfect.
like she was like the wanderer type, and that's
Yeah, see, I
what
liked
made-
that about
That's
her.
what made her like. That's what made her good.
because
at
I guess
everything,
if
though.
you
she
think,
had to be.
because
good
if
at
you
everything.
think about it in the world of Star Wars and then this, couldn't anything really happen?
yeah,
And
Yeah.
what she
That's
is.
true.
So I guess it's like, is that really out of the
and that's why like
picture?
you're saying like, oh, she's like the chosen one.
I'm like,
type
it
thing.
can't
It's,
happen,
Like,
though.
compared
That's
to
how they, like-
Anakin, not
That's how
even.
they like made her though. Is they were like you. She's
She
the chosen
in the
one.
8th movie because they brought her into like the Palpatine line, and it's
Yeah.
like they shouldn't have done that. She was way better as a character when she was just like this because it brought up this like anyone could be the hero type. thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's the angle they were going for in like
Yeah.
7 and 8, and then
Yeah.
they get to 9 and they just like threw it out the window. It's just like, do you guys watch the last movie?
I just
before you
remember
write
the
these
last
scripts?
movie
Like,
I watched. What was the recent one? The recent one that came out in theaters.
9.
There's just a lot of like things that happen where I'm just like, I need more explanation of what this is, and
Well,
what happened.
It's like they're on that planet in 8, right? Like the casino planet.
Yeah.
yeah,
And there's the scene with the little kid
Yeah.
who like
So it's like,
grabs
what's
the,
that
like,
about?
uses the force pull, and that brings into like anyone can change like the
Yeah.
world. Like
Yeah.
anyone could change the universe. It can be anyone. It doesn't
so
have to
it's
be
just
some, like,
saying there's
famous
multiple
bloodline or
people.
anything.
So maybe multiple people have these powers, but they don't know how to use them,
Yeah.
or
Not
they
only
can't
that,
come
it's
out
like-
with it.
It's like he was inspired to do like the right thing. It's like anyone could make a change.
Yeah,
And then
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, that's great. Fuck that though.
Yeah.
She's also from a
Honestly.
royal bloodline. It's like, why'd you?
Yeah.
Why? Like, why did you do that?
I just felt like it was kind of a boring story though, because Rey's untouchable.
it was
So
literally.
it's like
That's
she
what-
had.
yeah.
I see what you're going for because I'm like, I'm not going to the movie worrying about anything because I know she's just going to overcome everything that
Mhm.
happens.
it
no
was
matter what.
literally just. I feel like it was just to bring the emperor back into it.
Yeah.
It was that.
But
like,
what
that
was his
all
whole
for
thing
it.
with like the arena with all those things
'Cause
in there?
that's like the Sith
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
It's like that's like the headquarters of the
But
headquarters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's
And
more
then like
to
there's
it.
all of those like Siths in
Yeah.
the robes like
Yeah, who
watching it
are
happen,
they?
and they're just dead. Like
Is that what that
Yeah.
was? They're dead?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck
Because
happened.
I didn't get what that like. so
I was
guess-
paying more
yeah.
attention to the space battle. I thought that was pretty cool.
That was
but,
cool.
Like when
Yeah.
it came to everything else, like or like when Kylo Ren like he's like falling down, he like lands on a chain, and he's just like, "Ow!"
Yeah.
You know, it's just
Yeah.
like I like that
Yeah,
humor,
that was
but I
cool.
also don't get why that was in a Star Wars movie. Like that type of humor never really is.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's the Disney tie-in, where it's like
Or
you
it's
gotta
like-
put this in.
Gotta make it funny.
Yeah, I
forget-
think that's the Disney tie-in.
I think it
part.
was episode 8 at the start.
Yeah.
Like Poe like calls like the like he's like on the radio with the Emperor or like the Empire ship,
Hmm.
and he's just like, "Oh, I'm looking for this guy," and he's like, "Yes, this is me," and he's like, "Hello," and it's okay, I'll hold.
Yeah.
And it's just like it was like he was having a regular call but in like the Star Wars universe, and I was like,
Yeah. You're like,
"Why
what?
is this here?" I was
I
like,
don't
this-
remember that.
So do you think?
"Yeah."
So do you think like once they tied in with Disney for the rights of Star Wars, do you think Star Wars kind of just got more like not I guess child friendly, or it's like more safe
I'd say more
for what they did in
relatable,
story?
Yeah.
like more relatable to the times.
Because I feel like there's more at stake in, well,
The
whatever.
prequels.
Yes,
Yeah.
more at stake for sure. And I feel like this, it's like, oh, everybody's fine in the end,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then that's why I didn't like. That's why I like the prequels so much, because like the prequels don't end happy,
Yeah.
like at all. Like,
Episode 1, 2, and 3.
yeah,
I don't remember.
because
those.
like in like the original
don't either,
trilogy,
don't
it's
worry.
like the 3 best friends. Like they
Yeah.
go through all this turmoil, and at the end,
Yeah.
they're all fine. They save the day. In the new movies, it's like these 3 friends. They go through kind of hardships, and then they save the day, and they're
And
fine.
there's-
In the fucking in the prequels, dude, it's like one's fucking dead. The other one's like
Yeah.
fucking limbs cut off and fucking confused
Okay,
and lost.
in the last
and the
three,
other one's
in the
lost.
last 3 movies, did anybody have limbs cut off? It's too safe. I don't think anybody
No.
did.
I don't think so.
Because
I
I
don't
was
think
like,
so.
it was such a big moment when anything like that happened.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, no one really gets hurt.
I mean, they tried to pull it out like when Han Solo was killed,
Yeah.
or like when Leia.
Yeah.
Now Leia's.
Technically,
But she just
when-
disappeared in this. She
Yeah.
was just like,
She's like Force Ghost.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, technically, with like Han Solo's death, originally, like that was like supposed to be Harrison Ford's like last Star Wars movie. He actually
Yeah.
wanted to be killed,
Yeah.
and then they like brought him back for the 3rd one. They like convinced him. So
We'll give you this much money.
yeah,
He's like, all
literally.
right. And his eyes went, ching.
Yeah, but
Isn't he doing one more Indiana Jones movie and then he's retiring?
yeah,
I think that's
he's gonna
what he
get
said.
killed. I'm calling it.
Yeah.
Indy's gonna get killed, and somebody's gonna take his place.
You know what Star Wars reminds me of?
Mm.
It's like the movie franchise related to the Sonic franchise where they can make stuff and no one's happy no matter what.
Oh yeah.
It just reminds me of that. I mean, I'd still say Star Wars is in a way better place than Sonic, but
It's like.
Yeah,
it just reminds me no matter what you make in this universe, no one's going to be happy anymore.
Because like I know I piss off a lot of people when I say that I like the prequels the best.
Yeah.
Like, over the original.
Which it doesn't
series.
matter because your opinion.
that's not
but-
the first time I've heard that. Like
It's-
I know
yeah,
other
I'm-
people have
I
said
mean,
that.
I know it's
So
not,
I'm
but
like,
it also at the same time, if you say that in a public space, you're gonna like get more dirty looks than someone without
What's
that's
the
not
pop-
wearing a mask.
What's the
But
popular opinion?
The original trilogy is
The
like god
originals.
tier.
Like,
and everything else
Is
sucks.
it you?
That's it.
Okay, I'll ask after.
But it's like literally 4 and 6 are the same fucking exact movie, and it's like, well, 1, 2, and 3, like 1 and 2 are like pretty dog shit movies in general.
Mhm.
Like at least they're different from each other. Like at least shit's happening that's like different.
Yeah, of course.
Like in the like 4 and 6, it's literally the same fucking movie,
Mm.
and I just like,
See,
why?
I like the 5th one. I watch that one like all the time.
That's the Cloud City one, right?
Duh, I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
when
remember he
that's when
goes to
Luke's on
Yoda.
Dagobah, and then he goes to Cloud City,
Yeah.
and then that's when he finds out Darth Vader's dead. Yeah, that's a solid movie. That's a solid
That's the
movie.
one I like.
The rest of them, stupid.
Although I love the Ewoks too in episode 6.
Ewoks are pretty
There you
dope.
go.
Ewoks are pretty
That-
dope.
yeah.
I won't lie, but I mean that's just throwing in stuff.
Yeah.
I mean
Yeah.
like 7, 8, and 9 have like cool throwing things too that are like,
Yeah.
yeah, that was a cool part, but overall they're like,
Yeah.
Although I really
Yeah.
loved 9. I like how it was shot. And I like how 8
There
was
some-
shot too.
There were some nice shots
Yeah.
in that one.
But I like story wise, nah.
Because
But,
it's like they have the
shot-wise,
shots because their budget's insane
the
now.
music.
I kind of hated how repetitive like episode 9 was.
Yeah.
And I think it was just because I learned it in a screenwriting writing class that I was taking at that
okay.
time. So it was like I noticed everything,
Yeah,
and
so
I was
like,
like, oh my god. And then like it was so fast paced, like
They were trying to force plot in a lot of spots.
yeah. And I was just like, oh, stop trying to shove
See,
this
this is
down
where-
our throats.
See, this is where I'm like, if it was a series, I'm really curious how this would be. Like
Mhm.
pacing of Mandalorian, I really like
Yeah.
yeah.
because I think I never care about the movies because I never feel invested enough because I just need more ties to certain things.
Yeah.
Which I guess the movies do if I pay attention more, but
I mean, like,
I need like series. I need like dragged out stuff mostly.
I mean, to me, like, kind of one of my other favorite Star Wars movies is Rogue One.
Oh god,
I really loved Rogue One.
It's so fucking
Yeah.
good. It's so good.
Like, that was a great story. I
Mhm.
think you'd like that one.
Like
Because
that's
it's like,
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he,
it.
he mentioned it earlier
Yeah.
today.
That story is like perfect, but it's like I relate Rogue One to like ODST in the Halo series because it's
But
like
it's different. It like goes on its own thing, right?
it's,
Yeah.
it's same universe.
Is it like a more dark
different
version?
type of-
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
It's very dark.
Like a more. Was Disney a part of Rogue One? Was that the first thing they produced with Star Wars?
Yeah.
I think so.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
second thing.
Second thing?
produced,
Okay.
Yeah.
They did the first like
Oh, yeah.
they did episode 7 and
Yeah.
then they did Rogue
Hmm.
One. Yeah.
So like if I could see more of that, my
Yeah.
eyes flew out.
What?
My eyes flew out that I had.
Yeah.
I'm like
I don't
Star
know.
Wars is just like a weird thing because I'm like I just feel like
Yeah.
I just hear people angry every time I hear
It's
Star
just
Wars brought
Disney
up.
trying to make a quick buck
Yeah.
again.
I
you
still
know?
want to go to Star Wars Land.
I just
It's
don't.
worth it.
I just don't see how you can have such a big franchise with so much to do with it, and you still like
I know.
you
they
just can't. You always
They recycle the
nothing.
same
Nothing new.
stories.
Nothing anything.
That's why I'm hoping that like Infinite is really the last. Sorry, not to go on Halo again.
Last Halo.
I just hope that Infinite is
or
like
at least
the last.
an
like,
expanding Halo where it's like they can take this and then
Yeah.
go.
Because you know what they did
you
with
know.
like remember Spartan Ops in Halo 4? Like I
Yeah.
fucking loved that because you played as a different team, but you're still in the universe. And so I'm hoping,
I kind of think of like mini mission Spec Ops in Modern Warfare, right?
yeah.
Okay.
What I'm thinking is I'm hoping
Man, I
that
forgot about that.
they have like the main storyline.
Yeah.
Because like what I think they're gonna do from now on is they're gonna release like game size content drops of like the Master Chief storyline from the books,
Yeah.
and then he's gonna play like you play that campaign,
Mhm.
and then there's all this mess of side missions you play as your Spartan that you customize.
That'd be pretty nice.
I
Because then
think-
it makes sense to have your Spartan in there.
Yeah, and then like all the pops that were leaked
Yeah.
are like Spartan 7 pops.
Oh,
And so
really?
I'm like, okay, since they're not giving them names, that must mean like that might be like a potential playable character.
That honestly pretty cool.
Yeah,
Man, we got on Star Wars for a while.
Mhm.
it's a heavy topic, man.
Yeah.
It really
What's
is.
another controversial like series that people have a lot of problems with that they like or dislike? Like in Star Wars realm where it's like people love it but hate it at the same time.
Fuck, dude.
What's
I mean,
another one of those?
Like
The
Star
people-
Trek's definitely one, but I don't know anything
Yeah.
about it.
How were people with The Hobbit? Was it like that too?
Yeah, it was
Right?
like that too.
Yeah.
Because wasn't it a lot of back and forth of the books and blah blah? I
think
love
I
this
watched,
movie. I
like,
hate
the-
this movie.
I watched like the first Hobbit movie and then I didn't see any of the others.
I
Dude,
watched.
that's such a shame because the last one was so fucking.
I know.
I
I've
watched-
been meaning to watch it.
I
though,
watched the
just to
first
watch it.
Hobbit in theaters and then
Yeah.
it was a long break and I just never got back to
Yeah.
The first
series.
Hobbit's the worst of the three.
Was it just boring? I don't remember it.
It's like, yeah, because like the first Lord of the Rings, like
Yeah.
it starts very the same. It's like slow
Yeah.
pace. You don't know what the fuck's going on, and then it kind of
Yeah.
like kicks into.
So it's
gear
kind of like
again.
story building first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
first
the
one.
first
Okay.
Hobbit never gets there.
Okay.
It's just kind of like story.
Because I'm like
Yeah.
knowing Lord of the Rings, like that realm, that takes a long time to set up. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then like the second movie, you're like, fuck, all right. And then the third movie's like 2.5 hours long. It's just this
Damn.
giant
I just
fucking
remember-
war. And it's like,
Alright.
all
I just
right.
remember the
I'll have to
first.
watch them.
I just remember the first movie. The way it ends, it's like, don't they end up in like a treasure room or something with a something?
Didn't they go off a cliff?
Yeah, they do that in the
Yeah.
movie.
I just remember.
They go off
like,
something.
The
Yeah.
second movie's when they end up in the treasure.
That's the
room.
second. I must saw the second one
okay,
too. Then
so I just saw the first.
Because
Second
that's
one.
when they wake up. The
I saw the
dragon.
second. That's exactly what I was
Yeah.
thinking. I saw two. of them
That's
then.
the end of the second
Okay,
one.
so
the
I did
third
see the
one
second
literally
one.
starts off with the dragon attacking the city.
Okay, so I ended up on the
It's
second
fucking
then.
great.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the third movie just has like beautiful fucking Legolas scenes where he's just fighting looking like a god. And it's
Is his
just
hair
like,
waving around?
yes. like,
going-
I'm there for it. And that's the third one's where we got the line for Johnny, dude, where he's like, cut the head off the snake.
That's.
That's where it comes from.
I forgot all about that.
Because
We
fucking
gotta bring that
Gandalf,
back.
Gandalf says it's so weird. He's like in his Gandalf voice and he's like saying all this white stuff and he's just like, yes, he's going up there to cut the head off the snake. And it's just like, why'd you
Oh,
do it
no.
like that? Like,
Now I have a question for you guys.
What?
What's the most boring movie you've seen in theaters? Or at least one you remember just being bored.
Ugh.
Situational too. It's like doesn't even have to be a boring movie. It's just you were bored. Because I remember mine.
I don't know.
Because I remember
What's
in like
yours?
6th grade,
Yeah, let me look.
not whatever grade the movie came out in, but
Uh,
Pirates of the Caribbean.
the
Is it third one's Dead Man Chest? Dead
No.
Man's
Is
Chest?
that second?
At World's End.
At World's End.
Oh.
I remember being so sleepy in that movie.
Really?
And it was so long. Because we saw like a later showing and I'm
Oh,
young,
that's
so my
why.
bedtime was early. So I remember just sitting through, just waiting for it to end and just being like, come on. I remember there was a scene where they're sailing. I was like, this has to fade into nothing. And then it's like only the halfway point. I remember hating that movie because of that. I was just tired.
I think mine was the third Transformers movie. It was
I don't even know what happened.
It was the one
I
that
think I
had.
actually liked that one.
It was the one with the NASCARs in it,
I didn't see
and
it.
they're in like New York.
That's the one that Megan Fox is in.
No, she's
Oh.
not in that.
Oh, you're thinking of the other series with like Mark Wahlberg?
No, wait,
Is Shia LaBeouf in
I
it?
think so. Here, let me look it up. It might have been.
I
Mark
remember
Wahlberg.
Transformers
Oh my
being the
gosh.
coolest movie when I was in 6th grade, 7th
Yeah.
grade.
Let's see,
God.
Transformer. Because I remember seeing the commercial and they had NASCARs. In
That's why you wanted to see it, huh?
it. NASCAR.
One that I was bored in. I'm like looking.
Yeah, you have
through.
too many movies to pick from.
I can't remember.
Is there any in
It's
recent
Tra-
memory,
it's
like last year?
Transformers 3.
Did nothing happen or what? Or is it just the same old Transformer formula?
Transformers Dark of the Moon. No,
Sounds
Shia
cool.
LaBeouf was in it.
Sounds really cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is. Yeah, with
I think that was his last one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he only did 3.
Yeah, I was so fucking bored in that movie.
Wow.
Like I saw the NASCARs and I was like, oh,
And
finally.
then that was it.
And then like the movie kept going and I was like, oh, it's not.
Well, I mean, I guess you can only do so much with. I mean, you could do a lot of Transformers, but
Yeah.
you know the audience
Yeah.
for like kids that like really cool things happening.
While Shelly looks for her movie.
I know.
NASCAR is doing the race at Darlington this weekend.
Darlington.
That's the race where they do like the throwback paint schemes.
Oh, that's what you were telling me
it's
about the
it's
other
always
day.
my favorite race because
I feel like
love
Travis is gonna
old
have
paint
that night of
schemes.
just not sleeping, thinking about all the old paint schemes.
Did they like NASCAR release like their official post of like all the cars that are doing like throwback ones?
Are they having the old sponsors for just this race too?
Some of them are. Like one of the cars, he's doing I think it's Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Oreo paint scheme from like 2002.
Is it cool?
It's such a cool paint scheme. And then another one of the drivers, because they're both from like Dale Earnhardt Jr. company.
Yeah.
He's doing like this really cool one with like that has like flames on it. It's so fucking cool. And I'm like all about it. I'm so excited.
It's the
about
classic
this.
coming back.
It really is. And then all of the Hendrick drivers are driving like different Jimmy Johnson paint schemes.
Yeah, you told me about that one.
Because it's his like last race. And then Jimmy Johnson's doing like half Richard Petty, half Dale Earnhardt. Because he's the like, the other
The legend.
the Oreo one, dude.
Is that your favorite one?
Oreo
Cool.
one.
You just like it because it's blue.
Oh yeah.
Well, I've always loved the Oreo paint.
But what
schemes.
about the Brant?
the one under it? That's the like the flame one that Dale Earnhardt Jr. drove, and it's really cool. I'm all about these though, because dude, like
Travis is
in-
back in NASCAR season.
Dude, back in the '90s and like early 2000s, the
Is that
paint
highlight?
schemes were so fucking cool.
Is that where like you think probably the strongest NASCAR
dude? Late like
season was?
mid to late '90s and early 2000s NASCAR is like pinnacle.
You know what's funny?
NASCAR.
Same with Supercross.
Really?
Same era, golden era. And
I
then
mean, like,
you know.
Back then, like everything was a sponsor.
You know
of
what? I
NASCAR.
don't know what it was,
No,
but it's
nothing
like I feel like
is.
motorsports just in that era were like super popping off.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, just like spectator wise, it just dropped a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
I feel like no motorsports really get
I saw like a
crazy
big
audience
video essay
anymore.
on it where like a big reason why like there aren't a lot of like new viewers to NASCAR is like all the younger drivers
Yeah.
don't really have like
No appeal.
personality.
Yeah, it's just a car, huh?
Yeah. And then on top of that, like there's so many rules now that like there's no personality in the driving. Like if you even try to like nudge or anything
Yeah.
like that, you get like
I feel like
penalized.
that's probably the same with Supercross because
Yeah.
a lot of the riders had a lot of personality back 90s, 2000, early
Yeah.
2000s, and then like kind of after 2010s, I fell off of it.
Yeah, and then like
Yeah.
brands like to market a person. Like they like to put a face to their
Yeah.
product. And so it's like
Everybody
when you
feels
like
the
a
same
driver
now.
and you're like, yeah, dude, like that driver's like on the bottle. I was like, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Like I remember always buying like the Pepsi products with like Jeff Gordon on it and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's like you want to to be a part of that.
You think that's why like
Just like it
motorsports
now.
kind of fell off, but regular sports kept going because they still have personality in their team? Like all the teams, like certain players have their certain spotlight.
Yep. Like you see Mike Trout from the
Yeah.
Angels on like a bunch of shit. Dude.
So I'm like, I feel like you said, motorsports is lacking that.
Mhm.
Like what? Like why is it gone now? It's just because everything's super safe. So it's like, oh,
I
you
think
can't do
so.
little things with your driving
And it's like,
because you can't stand out from your driving style too much anymore.
yeah, because all
It's
the
all kinda
cars are
similar.
like basically the same. Like there's very
Yeah.
minor changes you can make.
Same
to
with
the
like
car.
again, just any sort of motorsports. There's really no differences in like
Yeah.
certain things because they all have to compete and be, like it makes sense.
And it's the same with
'Cause it makes it
golf
fair.
too, honestly.
Golf too.
Yeah, like I mean, you think back to like like late '90s, early 2000s, you like Tiger
Yeah.
and like Phil. I know you don't know Phil Mickelson and like all these. Other
I don't know.
golfers,
I
but-
only know Tiger
But it's like even Tiger Woods was.
because he
enough
was
to
on a
bring in-
Gatorade bottle.
Exactly, dude,
Gatorade.
exactly.
Pretty sure he's on
Oh
cereal
my
at some
God.
point.
Dude, honestly, golf courses need to like really try and appeal to younger audiences. Like when I go up to the
Yeah.
country club here, like I am by far the
Yeah.
youngest.
Well, like you said
person.
too, it's just the entry fee, I guess, for people
Yeah.
that don't have anything. But then again, you could get used stuff if you really wanted to get
Mhm.
in younger. But like, I don't know. Like, what do you think? What do they need to do to get a younger audience?
Like one, I mean, a lot of courses need to get on like social media,
yeah,
but they just need to make it appealing. Like they need to have like, oh, Thursday night, like if you buy like full 18, like you get a free like pitcher of beer at the end of the night or something
I was
like
like,
that.
all I feel like they have to do to get a younger audience is just say you get beer if you do this.
Yeah, honestly, I'd be there.
So I'm like, I feel like that's all they need to do. Make something fun with it.
Yeah, or it's like, I mean, to join the fucking like men's club up here, like the league,
Is it expensive?
it's fucking expensive, dude. And it's like if you don't have the time to go and play every week, then it's just a waste of money.
Mm.
That's why like my pops wants me to play with him, but I'm like, dude, I don't have the time.
Yeah,
to
I
go
was
up
like,
and-
especially like our age, people are more busy.
Yeah, I was like, I do not have time to go.
Because
do
retirement,
that,
of
man.
course, you can play whenever you want.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I got my movie.
All right, what's your movie?
Memento.
What is that?
No, I was so bored watching that in one of my
Mhm.
classes, and
That's
our
the movie.
Moline was talking about that yesterday, and he likes it. I
I
think
know he does.
I don't like it.
Yep.
Or do you want to explain why you were so bored?
I just I get what like Christopher Nolan was going for.
Trying to tell to the story, forward
but,
and
like,
back.
Yeah, going backwards.
Yeah,
But it was just like
or
I-
back forward, whatever.
I don't know. I just couldn't
Mm.
like I got it, but then I didn't
You know
at
what
the
else?
same time.
You know what I feel like also because your brain's so programmed for a certain formula.
Yeah.
So I feel like even though it's interesting, it didn't mean it was good. It was just
Yeah.
like it just makes it hard to follow, and you're like, I feel like I have to watch it multiple times.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I can't do this.
Yeah. Like it's a really interesting way of telling a story.
Yeah.
But it just did not keep my attention. I was so bored.
Yep.
I just remember sitting in class being like, "Is it over yet?
Yeah.
Please be over. I don't care." I did not like that movie that much.
Yeah.
Like that's like a movie like maybe if I watched it 3 times.
Really, dude? You've seen Sausage Fest? You're telling me that's not the most boring movie you've ever seen?
I don't remember it that much because I was high.
That's why you
Sausage
watched
Yeah.
Fest.
That movie fucking sucked, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
That
telling you,
movie's
if
so
anything
bad.
has
Just the ending.
if
That's
anything
what
has like
ruined
that
it.
mid 2000s like those certain actors from the mid 2000s, I'm not watching it.
Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill.
Because I'm like, it was
that
funny when I
movie.
was in middle school, and it's not funny anymore.
Yeah.
Like if I was like 13, I guess it'd be funny.
Oh,
but, yeah.
you know, a close competitor for the most boring one is Hangover 3. That
Oh,
movie was
I
so
couldn't even get through
boring,
2.
I never.
I,
I
like,
didn't
started
even.
20
Even
minutes,
when
I
I
was
was
like, all right.
13, I didn't even like the first one.
I liked the first
Yeah, I
one,
liked the first
and
one.
then I made the mistake of watching the second one with my dad in
Yeah.
theaters. That was interesting.
Why is it weird?
Well, there was a part where they go to a club with like naked women, and that's just awkward to sit through with.
I
your
mean, I
parents.
watched Jackass 3 with my dad,
That's also.
and I was really young, and I just remember the poop volcano
Oh
part.
no.
Yeah.
I just remember sitting there like, do I look at the screen? What do I do?
Yeah, it's always weird when like that comes over your parents.
Yeah,
like
'cause, like,
watching Game of
yeah.
Thrones with my dad was like
Oof.
really an
Yeah.
adventure.
Like something about it, like they know both of them. Like my parents don't care, I don't care.
Yeah.
But for some reason, just being in the same room with that kind of content, you're just like, something's wrong.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I don't really feel that way whenever I watch movies like that with my parents.
Yeah.
Really?
Like because I also like I've been very mature for my age, so it's like I started watching like very mature movies at a young age because my parents were like, she can handle it, you know.
Oh, that's good.
So it was like
I'm sure your dad's like, I wanted to watch these movies anyway. So.
yeah, and like and of course they'd watch them with me, and they're like, oh, like we'll check it out first, and then like
Yeah.
they'll just sit there with me and watch it.
I mean, I did
But,
too, and I still always felt weird.
Yeah. No, I don't.
I don't know why. I think it's just personal reasons, I guess.
I was
don't
like,
know.
remember in Future Diary Raymond in like episode like 22?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
The
I was
bath,
like-
the spa or whatever.
Yeah, I was like, man, please don't let this be the end of him watching this show. Like,
Was
it's
it?
such a- no, he
Okay,
finished
okay.
it. He really liked that show. I'm like, good. But yeah,
There's like, there's just something about it. I don't know why.
yeah.
I think it's in my head. I don't know if my parents feel the same way.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if they think it's weird too, or is it just me?
I think it's just us.
You think
honestly.
so?
Yeah, I don't think my
Just
parents
because we're
care.
younger.
Because I know, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't know. Because I'm trying to think of a movie recently I watched my parents. I just can't think of anything.
I don't feel like that quite as much anymore.
Yeah, not as much, of course. But
But
if I was in
it's-
like high school,
Oh yeah, dude. In high school.
High school, I was just like,
I was
what?
oh. Because like in high school, you still feel weird watching that yourself. You're just like, oh.
because I was thinking if I were to watch Midsummer or Samara with my mom,
Uh,
you know which part I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm like, that I'd feel weird about.
yeah.
Even though I'm like, I love this movie, but you can watch it on your own, which he did. And I just thought about, I was like, good thing I didn't watch it with my mom.
That's yeah.
Because that one goes on for a while.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
All right, we should wrap this up because I'm like about to have like sweat stains on my.
And my back is
Tits
completely soaked.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for watching this week. Like we said, we are on all audio platforms: Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast. Also, of course, YouTube. All of our
Oh,
socials are
shebang.
down below. Also, we'll put a link to go and vote down below. Can we do that? Is that a thing?
I mean, you can just put in the comment. I mean, in the
Go vote.
description.
Yeah.
Go
Go
vote.
register to vote.
Go register.
Also check out our friends at the Paperweight Podcast. They're finally back after their little bit of a hiatus because one of them was moving.
Okay.
Merch.
Yeah, everything's down below.
Yeah, just look
Just
at
everything
It's,
there.
it's a
Just go down
wonderful
there.
box below. Please subscribe. It helps us out so much.
Like, comment.
Also, if you have something to contribute to the Star Wars conversation,
Yeah.
just comment.
And until next time, go forth, be kind to one another, and enjoy the rest of your day.